I suspected my wife was planning to demand a divorce and ask for half of everything, so I moved my assets. 2 weeks later, she filed and claimed it was all a joke when her plan backfired. My wife, let's just call her M, and I have been together for 6 years, married for 3. Things were solid, or so I thought. We had the usual ups and downs, sure, but nothing that made me think, oh, there's trouble here. In fact, for most of our relationship, we were that couple, teammates through and through. We laughed at dumb inside jokes, debated over which movie to watch for hours, and had this rhythm that just worked. She'd plan elaborate date nights, and I'd surprise her with her favorite takeout after a long day. It felt effortless, like we'd figured out this whole love thing. That's why what happened next hit me like a ton of bricks. About 6 months ago, things started to shift. At first, it was little things. Stuff you'd probably miss if you weren't paying attention. She started taking her phone everywhere, even if she was just going to the kitchen, or folding laundry. I mean, before this, her phone would just sit on the coffee table for hours, and she didn't care who picked it up. I made a joke one day saying, "What are you running? Some secret spy ring?" She laughed it off and said no. Work had been emailing her a lot. Okay, fine. But then a couple of days later she set up a password. That one caught me off guard, because she'd never used one before. I casually asked her why, and she said something vague about security and hackers. I didn't push it because I didn't want to sound paranoid, but something about it just felt off. It didn't stop there. She started stepping out of the room to take calls. Something she never used to do. It wasn't subtle either. Her phone would ring and she'd say, "Oh, let me just grab this real quick," then disappear into the bedroom or out on the porch. If I asked who it was, she'd just say it was just a friend from work. Then there was this habit she picked up of keeping her phone face down on the table. I didn't even realize it was a thing until one day I reached